Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. Now last week I dropped sort of a truth bomb on the fact that I had been feeling quite bad and gone back down to thinking that maybe suicide was starting to look sort of okay-ish again. And I am not gonna lie, that has made me terrified, because since my last suicide attempt, which was so long ago now, I had not ever really dared to go down that route again. I slammed that door shut and bolted it and just left that behind because I didn't want that as an option again. So now, where I've come to a place where those feelings are arising again and I'm starting to tiptoe down the rabbit hole, it's very, very terrifying because you become scared of yourself. Suicide in theory is scary, but once you have practice of actually stepping over the line into actually doing something, whereas you can plan it all but never actually do an attempt, whereas I did an attempt, and once you cross that path from thinking about it to an attempt, and then waiting for basically your life to end, you become something else. So obviously I chose, once I had tried my suicide attempt, I chose to throw up the tablets and all that, and I chose to live again. But you become scared of yourself because you realise that you are capable of something horrible and evil and dangerous. I have worked so hard to not be that person anymore and to not let that be any option ever again. So now I am back in this downward spiral and I've just bypassed full-blown self-harm into thinking like, oh, what I wouldn't give to just not feel anything, to just stop time for ages and to just disappear and just sleep forever. Now those feelings are starting to creep back up. It is sending off huge warning lights and like flares going up as if to say you are on a dangerous road right now, that you have to either stop it because I am this close to just flopping down the rabbit hole. And it is terrifying because I have not had any of those thoughts for a long time, and to be back in a place where those thoughts are at the forefront of my mind is absolutely terrifying. But I have spent the past week, and I am going to spend a few more days on figuring out what I really feel and if I am just tiptoeing around the edge or if I'm already gone over, and what way to treat myself better before anything goes too far. And I think that's really important, is when you have these warning signs going off and these red flares going up and like signaling danger and that you're on a really bad path, you have to sort of stop and take a breath and just evaluate how you're really feeling, and if it's really something you're really dedicated and really want to do, or if it's just because the situation at the minute is a crap one. So that's what I have been doing this past week and for the next few days, is taking some time to really think about, am I just in a crap situation at this minute and is everything just too much for this second and I just need to get extra help, I just need to do something to help relieve the pressure? Or am I really on that edge now where I am back to being suicidal? So I think that is important to identify between, are you just having a really crap situation right now, or if you're really at that stage where you want to end it all. So it's hard because it's a lot of soul searching and thinking and evaluating yourself and just taking time to really search whether or not you're really okay in life. It's terrifying because I know the type of person I was when I tried suicide, and I know the type of person I was after the suicide attempt, and I have fought like hell to make sure that I would never go back there. So to have these thoughts creeping up again and to have them sort of making themselves known is absolutely terrifying and making me so scared. But I know that I have to do something, I can't ignore them. I can't just disregard them, because that is what leads you to then making an attempt, is if you ignore those feelings or if you just try to push them away. The more you try to fight those feelings and the more you try to ignore them, the stronger they get. So I decided with myself that I was going to take a week to really think about what I feel and how I actually feel it, whether it's a situation or whether it's I really am thinking that it's okay again. And then I was going to talk to my therapist and just lay it all out on the line and be completely truthful with what I've come up with and see what direction that she wants to take it in. Because in the end of the day is I have to realise that I'm not alone, that I have a therapist there that is there for when times like this happen, when everything seems impossible and I'm finding it really, really hard. She is there to help guide me through this the safest way possible without me giving up. And I have to rely and use that resource rather than try to bear the whole weight on myself. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.